Hi, and welcome to Chem 1112. This is an environmental science lab that is completely done online. So you'll be doing all your experiments and your lab reports at home, and you'll be submitting them via Canvas. One of the best places to start for this course is to take a look around the course in Canvas. I highly recommend that you go to our home page, which is also our syllabus page. And on that syllabus page, you're going to find information about the course itself, procedures, policies. Most importantly, you're going to find information on how to order your lab kit, which needs to be done as soon as possible. We'll talk about that in just a moment. You're going to also find a copy of the lab schedule. If you don't use Canvas Calendar, and I highly recommend that you do, that will show you all your due dates in a calendar format for all of your assignments. There is a lab schedule in there, and that lab schedule is going to show you what 2 experiments we're doing every week or when our lab quizzes are. And we'll also give you due dates for those so that you can kind of plan accordingly. The luxury of having an online lab is that you get to pick each week the time that works best for you to perform your experiment and submit your homework. All assignments are going to be due on Sunday night of that week at 11:59 p.m. So you have the entire week to kind of plan around your other classes or your work schedule or whatever it is that has you taking an online lab. If you ever need to get a hold of me, email is the best way to get a hold of me, and I've included my email address right here on the screen. I can respond within 24 hours. I didn't even include my phone number because that's usually a difficult way to get a hold of me, and I'm not always in the office because I too work remotely. If you ever need to get a hold of me, make sure that you're using your UCCS email when you send emails, so that way your email doesn't go to my junk folder. I need you to use your campus email. If there's ever a time that you need to meet in person, I am on campus, and that information is all found on the syllabus, what time and where to find me. If you can't make it to that particular office hours that I hold, I can also meet with you remotely or schedule an appointment outside of that and help you out. I know some of these labs can be kind of tricky, especially at first. We do have the capability to meet using Webex meeting room. That is very similar to meeting via Skype. All you need is a webcam for that, and then I can also walk you through any issues that you may be having with your labs. So again, this having an online lab is going to present a unique set of challenges, but I am here to help you. So the most important thing that you're going to need to do as soon as possible is to order your lab kit. And this is going to have all of your experiments, all the equipment that you need in order to perform your labs at home. We're working through a company called Hands-On Labs, and all the ordering information is going to be found in your syllabus. I'm also going to send out an email with that information as well. But you need to order as soon as possible because it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks for the lab kits to be delivered. We do not accept late assignments, so it's really important for that first week of class that you're not starting off behind by getting those in your hands on time. I would like you to send me a receipt once you've ordered those, just to show that they have been purchased in a timely manner. That way, if there's any issues, again, with shipping or anything else, I can say, hey, you at least have ordered this, and we'll figure out a plan to work with you. Along with your kit, so you're going to get this gigantic box in the mail from Hands-On Labs. On the side of it, do not throw away the box, because on the side of this, you're going to have a code that allows you to have access to what's called the HOL cloud. So when you do your experiments, you're going to have a computer open, and you're going to go through the procedure in the background, and then you're going to fill in data directly online into what they call a lab report assistant. The lab report assistant is one of the coolest tools ever because you're going to fill in all your data, the answers to your questions, you're going to type it up, and at the end, you're going to have the ability to save your lab report as a PDF assignment. So make sure that you save it as a PDF and that you store it somewhere on your computer, because you're then going to need to upload that PDF lab report for your assignment each week. The first week has us doing a lab safety and kind of an HOL cloud orientation to get you familiar with the website and how to use it and how to enter numbers. Make sure that you do this. There are 2 parts to the safety. 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. Make sure that you get both of those uploaded. And then also that first week, you're going to be doing your very first lab. So you do have to have the lab kit for that, and you especially need the lab kit because on the side of the box for the lab kit is that access code. So don't get excited and throw away that box. You need that box. If you want a hard copy of your lab reports for the background information and for the procedure, because maybe that just is easier for you than having to look at a computer screen, I have included PDFs of every single lab in the modules tab of Canvas. You can open that up and kind of follow along, or you can print it off if that's what works best for you. But again, make sure that you are saving that PDF and uploading as a PDF. If I'm not getting your assignment, that is most likely the culprit if you've done it, of course. All right, so I just wanted to take a moment to show you our Canvas class so that you can kind of find things a little bit easier. So when you come into your class, you're going to see the home screen is actually our syllabus screen. This video will change, of course, but you're going to get a course overview. The most important documents for you are going to be below. You can see a copy of the course syllabus by clicking on that little magnifying glass, and you can read through all the information. Here's your ordering information, most important information for getting hands-on lab kit. And you will see also what assignments we're going to be doing, as well as the quizzes, the point breakdown, my grading policy, all of that fun stuff. You'll have a course schedule. Your lab report rubric is going to be important for you as well, because this is going to show you how each lab report is graded. And keep in mind that this is going to be a little bit vague because each of our labs is so different and so unique. So this will be a little more open-ended and vague in order to get you points. I will be giving you copious amounts of feedback so that you can figure out what you did wrong or what you did well, and that will help you to score more points and to do a better job each lab report. There are instructions for ordering your lab down below, and how instructions also on how to enroll in your hands-on lab course, getting started documents. So if you're struggling with hands-on labs or the lab report assistant or the cloud, there's lots of good resources down here as well. One thing that you're also going to need to download is Lockdown Browser. Respondus Lockdown Browser is how we're going to be taking our quizzes. You'll need to do the download. That will actually record you, do a video and audio recording, and flag any discrepancies while you're taking your quizzes. So you'll have to have that before. Now, that's a little intimidating if you've never used that before. So I will include a practice lab for you. The practice lab is located right here. It's due right before your first quiz. It'll give you a chance to kind of work out those bugs and see what to expect and make sure that it's working properly. So make sure you do that. It's not for any points. It's just to familiarize yourself with all the questions that they're going to ask you right before you take the quiz. You're going to have to show your ID. You're going to have to let the camera pan the room. So anyway, to work out those butterflies for the first time quizzes that we're going to be taking. Your gradebook will be here, and this is just a test student, but you will see how many points you get for everything. You'll also, if you ever need to meet with me remotely, we're going to be using this Webex meeting room clicking on this will prompt you to sign into that. Modules is probably the screen that you're going to interact with the most. If you're having any issues with Canvas itself, this Getting Started menu is going to be a good resource for you. Lab 0 is where we're starting on our first week, as well as Lab 1. Each of these that has a due date and a point assigned to them is an actual assignment. Everything else is just going to be resources for you. So as I mentioned before, your PDFs for each lab report are posted on here. So this is a PDF for getting started in lab safety. You have a link to your online lab or HOL cloud. And then here's where we will submit our assignments. So for example, if I were to click on this, here's the rubric I'm being graded on. Again, this particular one is a submission full credit assignment, but you would submit your assignment from this page. Quizzes, we have 3 quizzes over the course of the semester. And 2 quizzes. We have 2 quizzes, I apologize. And the 2 quizzes can be found here. These point values are going to change, and so will the number of questions, but this is how you can access those quickly. However, your quizzes are also embedded in order in your module page. So there's a couple different ways to do that.